11, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to a very special God Day edition of the Just Too Sweet Show. We are here for a very special pay per view tonight. I am Mr. Tim Tabala. Ignore the name for now. I should have changed it. That's a special surprise coming for a later show. With me is Mellow Baby. What's up, Dave?
Boom. Nothing much, man. Here, excited. Sunday wrestling and, back-to-back weeks of pay-per-views.
Yes, that's right. Next week will be Money in the Bank from London. It should be interesting. We got the Uso Civil War, the Bloodline Civil War. I should say not the Uso Civil War. That should be pretty cool. And of course, the Money in the Bank ladder match. Which, come on, let's be real. There's only two possibilities I can win that match, the men's. But we'll talk about that next week when we do the show. You know what I'm talking about too, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm
not doing it. I'm not.
I know how you feel. I know how you feel about it, but it's all right. Before we even jump into the pay per view, Dave, I want to ask you because Punk's been back for 2 weeks. We thought they were going to keep it separated off the two shows. He pops up on Dynamite Wednesday and even claims I'm not supposed to be here. Blah blah blah. And on Collision last night, just like we talked about, because that's how goddamn good we are, he got booed last night. So, I mean, give me your honest opinion. Is he going to last? Is he going to make it? Is this going to be another? Is it going to be a disaster? Like, what do you honestly think is going to happen 3 months from now?
I mean, it's funny because when he came back last week, our whole discussion in the chat was, "Oh man, he's not going to last more than 3-4 matches because his body's going to give up on him." But who knows? I mean, who knows what? Because now he's back-to-back weeks, and it looks like TK is trying to protect him a little bit. Maybe not with the audience, but in the matches that he's not going alone. He's doing this trios, quadruple. Tonight will be his first match in a singles. But I still feel like, it's not a major guy that he's going up against. It's one of these Japanese guys. So I'm assuming he's going to be okay. I think I'm actually glad the fans are going to turn on him because I said it back, what was it, like a couple months to him coming back. I feel like was kind of tired of this babyface Punk. I don't want to see that anymore. I want to see heel Punk. I want to see the Punk that was what got him over. Him cutting these hard cutting promos, not just all happy-go-lucky. Going against your baby faces John Cena. And now that he's on Collision, he should be able to do that. They should be able to do that because he's not going to be facing MJF. He's going to have his own feuds. He can be the heel on that show. So hopefully it's something good. Yeah, it's funny. I thought Toronto was going to be a little bit more favorable towards him, but they weren't. And I'm here for it.
And well, we didn't really get into it too much. Well, in the chats we got into it a little bit. What do you think? And well, first of all, do you think it's true? And two, what do you think of Kenny Omega and the Bucks filing their whatever you want to call them, their lawsuits, their order of protection, whatever the hell they filed? You think it's right? You think it's wrong? Anyway, what do you think is going through their heads? Do you think they're going to last in AEW? I mean, look, if Cody could walk away, they sure as hell can walk away too.
Oh, absolutely. I feel like it's just really weird because of when Collision came up and then these guys are still having their issues where they're not even talking to each other. Then you have today come up. It's a pay-per-view. It only happens once every 4 months or so that they have a pay-per-view. And we can say it. These 5 guys, the Bucks, Hangman, Kenny, and Punk, we're gonna leave MJF out of it. Are there like they're big draws, right? So is MJF. He's in there. Your Jericho's as well. But these five guys are your draws, so they have to be at the pay per view. Unless they're hurt, you're gonna have them there. And with the AEW, the way they do it, just one pay per view every 4 months, you can't risk not having one of these guys there because of some issue that happened a year ago. You know, you either lose Punk, who is your draw, your top guy apparently, or you lose four guys off the card that are also top draws, and now you're scrumming like, okay, who do we get to fill them in that can be a big name? So I won't be surprised if something happens. Punk showing up on Dynamite, I didn't think was gonna happen since they have this whole brand split thing, and maybe I don't. Were they there?
Is it officially a brand split? Is that what they're calling it, or just another show?
I guess they haven't officially called it, but if you've noticed, they've separated the guys. So, I guess they'll come back and forth, and I guess they don't officially want to name it that. But Punk is exclusive to Collision. So is your Miro. So is your House of Black. Your Andrade. Those are guys you see there. Your Ricky Starks are now over there. And then your Dynamite guys are gonna be your Jericho, since Jericho does I think he does commentary, right? Is it for Collision or does it for Rampage?
He did it for Rampage. I don't know what.
Okay. All right. So yeah, because they have, what is it, Kevin Kelly and Nigel McGuinness as their such a random duo. And then your Dynamite guys, your Kenny Omegas, Hangmans, your Jungle Boys. So I think they're not gonna call it a brand split just to keep it from that, so guys can show up whenever they want. But they are going to separate them just to, think about it. Wouldn't that be an easier fix than let's hope that nothing happens 2 times a week in the locker room? These guys don't have to cross each other. I'm sure that was part of like some sort of agreement that TK had to tell Punk to get him to come back.
Yep. And Hangman Page officially a member of the Elite now. And I think that's more has to do with like the We Hate CM Punk Club than the Elite.
I don't know. Did you get a chance to read the interview that CM Punk did with this guy from ESPN?
No, not yet. I've been looking for it too.
So Punk essentially, here's like, I understand where Punk is coming from, but at the same time, it's like how old is Punk? 40-something years old.
Yeah,
and he also acted like a child, So he got upset. Everything was okay with like the Bucks and Kenny and Hangman, and then Hangman goes into his feud with CM Punk. So Punk says that in all since he's come back, he'll always talk to the guys and be like, okay, if we're gonna do a promo, this is what we're like. I'm gonna say something about this. You say this. Like, we're gonna keep it to that. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we're no problems. So then when they get out there, that it's Hangman and Punk, Hangman apparently shoots and says that he's gonna he's protecting He's protecting AEW from Punk. He's not. This is the first time that he's not fighting, like defending the championship. He's defending AEW from CM Punk. And allegedly, all this started because what's his face, Colt Cabana, went from like being on Dynamite to then being reassigned to Ring of Honor. So Punk is saying, "Oh, the Bucks and all these guys got upset because they say that I got him fired or whatever." Which is, I don't know if that's the case. The Bucks have never commented on that. But this is what Punk says. So then Hangman goes ahead and cuts that promo live on him, and CM Punk is like caught by surprise. So then, they have their fight. CM Punk wins, and then Hangman wasn't supposed to be the next day at Dynamite, but Punk is, and Punk goes ahead and calls out Hangman Page, and is like, "Oh, come on, Hangman, you want to come out?" Blah blah blah. And obviously he's not gonna come out because he wasn't scheduled to, one, be there, or two, be out there. So it was just like he knew he wasn't going to come out. So it's like, okay, I get it. You're upset about that. Go ahead and talk to him in the back if you're a man. Don't go out on national TV when you know he's not going to come out and say it and then be like, yeah, that's what I thought. What do you think is going to happen? Something is going to come out. And the part of Punks that I understand is that, after a while, it is going to get annoying. And, he blew up at the All Out press conference, and obviously we know what happened. Well, we don't really know what happened after that. Just that they got into the fight. Punk got hurt, and allegedly, don't know how much I want to believe CM Punk, he tried reaching out to Kenny Omega and the Bucks, and then he got a third-party text message saying not to contact them again.
It's unreal. It's like a bunch of children. Supposed to be grown-ass adults in a professional business. And it's like literally a bunch of children. And
Punk has to add himself to that. He called them children, but he's got to add himself to that. Like, if he's the grown-up, if he's the one that knows it all, he should be the one to be the locker room leader. No one be like, hey, guys, we need to fix this, not go ahead and start a brawl and go out and essentially trash all these guys. And then the best part, you saw it. He comes out to a Collision to cut his whatever, he's back, and then calls them counterfeit bucks.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
But the way I see it, like, this is never going to be. This is what my tag team partner, our illustrious co-host, Eric thinks everything's a work or a shoot. Either way, I don't think this is a work at all. And the reason it's not a work is because, well, not even because. But let's look at two of the biggest real life feuds. Well, we had. Don't forget, we had Matt Hardy and Edge, real life drama.
Yeah.
Edge slept with Lita, basically took him away from Matt Hardy. They did fight in the ring once. Matt Hardy attacked them once in the ring. But then they put shit aside enough to have a match where no one got hurt. No one got, Ric Flair and Bischoff. Bischoff, fucking Flair hated him. And Bischoff said, I'm going to give you a shot in the ring. And Flair beat the shit out of him, but he beat the shit out of him for business. A ring thing. Made it a work. This ain't gonna happen. That's why this is not gonna happen. There's too much, and I know if Edge and Matt Hardy can put that shit aside for a 15-minute match, I don't understand why these idiots can't.
No,
because now everybody wants to see it. Oh, now everybody wants to see it. That's what I'm saying. And even if you have your Elite versus FTR, Punk, and whoever the hell they're gonna adopt, Ricky Starks, whoever it's gonna be now, I don't know. But it is insane. And one more thing, I don't know. Did you watch Collision last night?
I saw bits and pieces of it.
Well, it ended up. I don't know if it's a full-on thing now, but they took on FTR, Ricky Starks, and Punk took on the Bullet Club, Jay White, and whoever that other guy is, and the Gun Club.
Bruce Robinson.
Yeah, and they took on the Gun Club, Billy Gunn's kids. At the end of the match, I think we have two members of the Bullet Club. I'm pretty sure the Gun Club is the Guns and the Bullets, or the Bullets are now Guns, whatever you want to call it. They're members of the Bullet Club now because they all did the salute, the gun salute. Yeah. So I don't know if that faction is going to end up growing any bigger. Whatever. I don't care. I'm not a fan.
I think I like the Gun Club.
So do I.
I think they're entertaining. Like what they do is good. It kind of sucks for Jay White because if he would have made a different choice and come to WWE, I don't think he's in a tag team like this. No, he's feuding, he's singles, he's getting pushed up that card. AEW, man, that's kind of a little bit of a low blow. He's been a tag teamer since he got back.
Yep.
With Juice, and I thought Juice is bad, but that he deserves to have a singles run.
Yeah, I agree. But I don't know. I said I can't speak for the guy. I don't know him that well. I just know he was like the hottest free agent, and both companies were vying for him, and he picked AEW. So, okay, good for him. There it is.
I mean, it happened all during the wait. Is Vince gone? Is Vince not gone? Like situation. Yeah. So
that's still a mystery. We don't know. Nobody will ever know.
Allegedly, he was. I saw. Was it this week or whenever they were somewhere near Connecticut that he went there, that he was in Gorilla and he was in the back the entire time.
So he's back. He's not back.
He's back whenever it's like close, I guess, to him. But apparently he still makes phone calls and stuff to like, hey, maybe we shouldn't go out and put Charlotte Flair. Or no, I think that's what it was. Charlotte wasn't supposed to fight on SmackDown. And he made a call. Like, can this match and make sure that Charlotte is fighting. I forgot who she fought.
Yeah, I forgot. Whatever.
But she went out there and she had a match.
That's not good. That's not good. Just stay away, dude. Just stay away. What's up, Terzio? What's going on? All right, so let's jump into it. Did I make a fancy little banner? Oh, shit, I did. See that? I forgot.
Ooh, Forbidden Door.
So Forbidden Door. If anyone don't know what the Forbidden Door is, it's basically exactly what a wrestling term is. It's two companies basically fighting each other, which is we're all hoping and praying one day that WWE, AEW can have a Forbidden Door pay per view. That would be fucking insane. That would be the biggest selling pay per view in the history of mankind. I don't care what it is. The Royal Wedding, all that bullshit's out the window. Tyson out the window. This would be the biggest thing ever if they could pull this off. We got, what'd you say, 13 matches, including 4 in the opening?
Yes.
That's listen, AEW has one pay-per-view every 4 months, but they do that shit up right. 13 matches. 4 pre-show matches. That's just absolutely insane. Now, I'm going to be perfectly honest. If you watch this show regularly, you know I don't know shit about Japan. I can't pronounce half their names. I make them up as I go along if I have to. Predicting these matches is not going to be easy for me, but we're going to give it a shot. And again, I'm not a big fan of the Japanese. I said, listen, if the NJPW champion was Japanese all the time, then I'd want to see that guy wrestle. But it's not. It's always an American, a Canadian, or a British guy as their world champion. That tells you something.
Their main champion is Japanese.
Shigetoshi Hasegawa?
Something like that.
I was close.
Wait, where is he actually? He is fighting.
Oh, he's there tonight, whoever this guy is. I thought it was a British guy who was champion.
Oh, yeah, no. So his name, no. So you're thinking about the guy who's fighting Kenny Omega.
Mm-hmm.
Not Zack Sabre Jr. Jesus. Wow, I have all the
Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay.
Yeah, so he was the New Japan United States World Heavyweight Champion, and then he lost it to Kenny at that match at the beginning of the year that Dave Meltzer said was like 17.5 million stars. But no, Jay White was the champion for a while, the actual heavyweight champion, and then I think he lost it to Okada, who then lost it to Sanada, which is the new champion, and he's fighting Jack Perry tonight for that belt.
Ooh, Jungle Boy's getting a shot at it. He'll probably win it. Japanese probably saying, "Oh, Luke Perry's son. We must.
Luke Perry big in Japan.
We must bring Dylan Walsh's kid to fucking Japan." All right. Also, you have to bear with me because I am not good at working this. You know what? It's going to block the names. We could drop the banner for now. Where's the banner? I'm going to drop it. We all know what we're talking about here. See, like now, I'm looking at this going, who? Don't know.
Yeah, so this is one of the pre-show matches with Stu Grayson, who used to be part of the Dark Order. I don't know if he still is because I thought he left. And he is fighting El Fantasmo, which is obviously he's not Japanese. It doesn't look Japanese anyway to me.
He does actually. He looks like what's his name?
He is actually from Vancouver, Canada.
Really?
Eh?
He looks like Tahiri. Remember Tajiri?
Oh, he does a little bit.
Yeah, with the glasses on. Maybe the glasses off he doesn't. But he looks like Tajiri right there.
You're right. And he has a mullet.
Does he really?
At least in the picture I'm looking at, he does. But yeah, so what do you got here?
Oh, geez. You know what? I said I know nothing about some of these guys, but I am going to go with El Fantasmo because I like the name El Fantasmo and because I am El Blanco, whatever, Gringo, whatever the hell it is down there. So, yeah. I'll go El Fantasmo.
I think Fantasmo also. New Japan has to get a little bit of dubs early on the night.
Oh, that's right. So it's 13 matches. So someone's actually going to win tonight. Like number wise. There's no even amount. Like, there's no 14 matches where they can go 7, each person wins 7. Someone's going to actually win.
There are some matches that don't have it's not like New Japan versus AEW. Yeah. Like the Blackpool Combat Club versus the Elite. Even though it's a mix because some of those there's like Japanese guys in each team.
All right. That's as center as I can get it, Dave. I'm not handy. But we'll stick right here. Look, everyone, look here. This is the next one we're talking about.
All right. So this one is not on the pre-show. This is Adam Cole Bay versus Tom Lawler. I forgot what they called this guy. MJF called him. He called him something, whatever his name was. But yeah, I'll go. I guess I'll go on this one. I don't think Adam Cole loses this.
Me neither. Me neither. It's too soon for him to lose. I think he just got back or whatever, and
Yeah.
you know he just had a great match with MJF. I don't think you're going to stop his momentum that way. So
No.
yeah, I'm going to go to Adam Cole also. Tom Law, he's
Oh,
another
actually, Tom Lawler is apparently he's a former MMA guy. That's what it was that they were saying.
Oh.
Yes, he's a former MMA guy. That's what he's not New Japan or anything.
See, I can't do this now, Dave. I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at this.
What happened? Filthy Tom Lawler is his filthy is his name, but you could just scroll to me when you zoom in. Just scroll with the two fingers like I told you.
Well, whatever. It ain't gonna be perfect, but who cares?
So yeah, Tom Lawler. He is an MMA guy, UFC guy. So this is I guess AEW debut against Adam Cole, and hopefully he doesn't kill the man.
All right. Yeah, exactly. He's still fragile, Adam Cole. Don't hurt my guy.
Yeah,
I tell everybody that Adam Cole is my man crush. So let's not hurt my man crush tonight. My man crush and my favorite wrestler, MJF and Adam Cole. So, yeah. So next up, Sting, Darby and Darby. I don't like at all. And here we go. Tetsuya Naito versus Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, and Minoru Suzuki. See, that was an easy one.
Boom, you got it. Look at that.
Those were easy.
Yeah,
I don't like the Sammy Guevara, Chris Jericho. That's going to end, isn't it? Guevara's got fucking. He's got the crowd behind him now. He's got too much cheers, too much. He's a hero now. His wife's pregnant, announced it live on a fucking pay-per-view. That made him go over real well. Yeah, this ain't going to last long with him and Jericho.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think eventually it's going to be he's turning on Jericho, Jericho turns on him, and they have that feud to boost him into the next level, hopefully.
So this really isn't a Forbidden Door match. It's a mix. So who you liking in this one?
So on this one, just because Naito was announced last night, and that was a big deal because when Jericho went to New Japan originally before he went to AEW, and he just took a break from WWE. His big feud was against Naito that he came out as the Painmaker with the what's that movie, The Clockwork Orange, like makeup and all that stuff. This was his big feud against this guy, and he ended up beating him for their Intercontinental Championship. I think is what it was. So I think on this one, Naito, Darby Allin, and Sting will defeat this is their name, Le Suzuki Gods.
Oh, Jesus. Well, I agree. And I said, I think this is the beginning of the end for Sammy Guevara in the Jericho Appreciation Society. Yes, he's over too much now. He got over big time, especially when all you got to do is announce your wife's pregnant on TV and you're over. So it worked out very nicely. Here we go. Nice and easy.
We're back to pre-show, baby.
Yeah, and I'm going in order that they have the posters.
Yeah, no, I know.
United Empire. And I'm not even going to try that one. That's all you.
All right, so funny enough, it's in Spanish.
That's what I was saying. That's why it's all you.
Yeah. So it's Los Ingobernables de Japón.
What the hell does that mean?
So the Ingovernables of Japan.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Against United Empire. I'm assuming one of them is British or one of them is Canadian or some shit.
So United Empire has Jeff Cobb, who is American, Kyle Fletcher, who is Australian, and then TJP, which you should know from WWE, TJ Perkins. Mm-hmm. He is American and of Filipino descent. The Ingovernables of Japan have Shingo Takagi, Bushi, and Hiromi Takahashi. You can guess all of them are Japanese.
Can guess that very easily. And this is going to be one of those flip a coin matches for me.
Yeah, me too.
You know what? I'm going to go with the team I can't pronounce. The Japanese guy. I'm going Japan in this one.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that one. I think Los Ingobernables de Japón will take the dub against United Empire here.
Los Ingobernables. I like that.
Yeah, you
I like
see,
that.
you got it.
I like that. That's fun. That's a fun thing to say.
Yeah,
I won't
and
say
Naito is part of that group as well.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's our little faction then. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, that's not too bad. Here we go.
So another pre-show match, or 0 hour, as they like to call it.
0 hour. And we have Athena, former WWE champion, as we all know. By what was her name again?
Ember Moon.
Ember Moon. That's right. I already forgot her name. That's not good. And this is the Owen Hart tournament.
Well, that's because they have her in Ring of Honor. They don't even have her on AEW programming.
Jesus, that's even worse. And this is the Owen Hart tournament, right?
Yes, so this is round 1 of the Women's Owen Hart Cup tournament. So yeah, it is Athena versus Billy Starks.
I don't understand why also they're having 2 tournaments. Is there a tag tournament and a singles tournament?
No, so it's a men's and a women's.
So the men's are tag and the women's are single?
No. Men's is single too.
So why the hell is MJF and Adam Cole being forced to tag together?
So what they're doing with them is they're figuring out who is going to be the next challenger for FTR. So they're doing what it looks like is they're just putting random people together to tag. Because I think it was on Dynamite, they did the little ball thing, and they picked one name, and then they picked another name, and then that's a tag team. It's like a blind tag team tournament to see who is going to face FTR for the AEW Tag Team Championship.
All right, that's odd. It's real odd, but all right. So we have what's her name, Billy Starr. I don't know who that is either. She looks kind of wacky, kind of cute, not bad. I don't know how she looks in real life, but the picture's pretty funny.
They're 2 Ring of Honor people essentially.
Yeah. So again, I said she's the Ring of Honor champion, Athena. That's what she gets for leaving Ring of Honor.
Hey, she's a champion somewhere at least.
I guess so. I guess whatever works. Yes, and this is the Owen Hart tournament, which his widow is just doing this to stick it to WWE because it makes no sense. But hey, whatever. As long as we get to hear some Owen Hart, I'm okay with that. Dave,
go to the Owen Hart Foundation.
That's right. That's why. What is the Owen Hart Foundation for? I was going to say something real bad.
I think it's like for families, if I'm not wrong.
All right, I won't say it. My left is fighting my right now for not saying it. I won't say it. But okay.
Good. But yeah. So, what does it say? Supporting local, national, international communities through scholarships, housing, and partnership programs. So yeah, I'm assuming it's like for like anybody who's like lost a parent or a loved one, and they have kids and things like that.
Oh, interesting.
It's a good cause.
Oh, I won't argue that. I won't argue
what her reasoning is for partnering with AEW is different.
That's just spite.
Yeah.
That's why he's in the new video game.
He's got his own wrestling action figure again.
And again, I'll keep my mouth shut because I can just say some horrible things, but I won't do it.
I'll say something kind of. But you can tell me if I got too far. You think they're gonna make a Blue Blazer Owen Hart toy?
Listen, if they ever make anything Blue Blazer again,
he fought in Japan first, as the Blue Blazer, right?
Hey, I have no problem with the Blue Blazer. I thought it was fine, but the fact that he died in the ring and that fucking he was not. It was beneath him to die in that outfit. That's my only problem. Like the poor man was one of the greatest wrestlers ever. He really was. I mean, he couldn't get his gimmick over well enough to get that next star status, but he was one of the greatest wrestlers ever. And the fucking guy had to die in a goddamn Blue Blazer costume.
I mean, honestly, I forgot. I don't know if it was on the Owen Hart documentary or, the Dark Side, but he was honestly just a couple of years where he might have been champion because at that point is when you had just a couple years later, you had Eddie coming in, Benoit. All these Ray, all these small guys that knew how to work and wrestle, and I think he would have done great with them, like just in the ring with them.
Yeah, I agree. He could have been world champion. Should have been world champion.
He should have.
All right, so let's move on before I do say something bad. Here's a match you were talking about. We got Jungle Boy Jack Perry Why does he have Hook in his
Hook?
corner?
So
That's my kid, by the way. That's his exact same haircut.
they apparently teamed, or they've been like a team like as of late. So when he announced that he was going to challenge for this, he's like he goes to Hook. Hey Hook, can you be in my side? What up, Jason? Can you be on my side at the ring? And then he's like, yeah, sure. But apparently he didn't show up on Dynamite. Did he fight Dynamite? Or no, was it Or no, Rampage. I actually watched Rampage this week, surprisingly. He fought on Rampage, and Jungle Boy was actually getting booed, and Hook did not come out with him then, and he was kind of like, hey, where is he? And it looks like maybe they're gonna turn Jungle Boy heel.
Ooh.
So he might drop the Jungle Boy altogether and just be Jack Perry. I feel like if he goes heel, that would be logical.
Yeah, you can't be Jungle Boy and be a heel. No way.
Yeah.
But now that kind of sucks because they're not going to reunite him with Luchasaurus and Christian, right? Even though everyone's a heel now. I don't think so. I don't think they should.
I don't think they should. Leave him on his own. Let him build a little bit on his own, and then maybe in the future.
Dude, tell me you're joking. Adam Cole has an illness. The man isn't this second time not being a Forbidden Door. Are you shitting me? Are you kidding me? For real? I'm going to watch it now.
Did he get COVID?
Oh, my God. Adam Cole, baby.
Yep. 45 minutes ago, Adam Cole versus Tom Lawler match canceled. That's why I'm here. I was looking at a Wikipedia, and I don't see it, and I'm like, it's so weird.
Oh, my God. Really? Is it COVID?
What do these Canadians do to poor Adam Cole?
The guy can't catch a goddamn break.
Oh, man. That sucks.
Look at that. I picked Adam Cole to win, and he got taken up by a disease, COVID or something.
We already started off 0-1 before the pay-per-view even started.
Well, no, we could pick Adam Cole versus COVID. I'll take Adam Cole to come out on top at the end.
I don't know. I've heard COVID uses dirty tactics. Damn, that sucks.
That does suck. But you think they're going to replace him or just cancel it altogether?
I think they'll. I mean, let's be honest. I could care less about seeing Tom Lawler fight.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was all about Adam Cole. So I don't mean.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that sucks. Thanks, Jason, for the news. It sucks, but thank you. Thank you for bringing it out. I have to yell at Raul now because he's our fact checker. He's not doing his job. All right, so yeah, then he's fighting. Jack Perry's fighting the world champion. He looks like a typical Japanese villain. That's awesome. Like he put on the Storm Shadow mask and get away with that shit in G.I. Joe. And just for that fact, I'm going to go with Sonata to win this match tonight.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I don't think Sonata's going to lose it. Not the world heavyweight champion at a pay-per-view that's technically not even New Japan's.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Jason, we were just talking about that. I said they only have a pay-per-view every 4 months, so they do their shit right. So, yeah, it should be fun. It should be fun. Speaking of fun, well,
it's going to be the best match of the night right now.
No, my God. I don't even want to zoom in on it.
We got a lot of your guys that are in this match.
I know. It's terrifying. Oh my God! I'm looking at Eddie Kingston. I'm already thrown up in my mouth a little bit.
You got to zoom in on that face. Look at it. He's just angry.
I hate him. I hate him so much. All right. Well, we have the Blackpool Combat Club. Where's Daniel Bryan, by the way? He's not in this?
No, he's he's later. He has his own singles match.
Oh, okay. With Shota Umino and Konosuri Takashita. Yeah, bitch. How you like that?
Takashita.
How you like that, Japan? Taking on the Elites. That's right. Adam Page and the Bucks with fucking Eddie Kingston. That's just a loss right there. That's a loss. And then Tomohiro Ishii.
Yes.
Oh my God, this is like picking Al Qaeda versus the Taliban for me. And it's not because Adam Page and the Bucks. It's not. I find them entertaining. It's just Eddie. I don't ever want Eddie Kingston to win anything.
So you don't want to see him be Ring of Honor champion or
No, when he
TNT
came out,
champion?
first of all, did you see how fat he got? Now again, I'm a big fucking guy. I'm not knocking the guy for being fat, but I'm not a professional wrestler on television making my money as an athlete like he is. He is fucking fat. He went to Ring of Honor, ate for 3 weeks, and then he came back. He didn't do nothing in Ring of Honor except eat. Because when he came in that ring versus the other asshole, this idiot in the front here, Moxley, I was like, look at these two idiots. I said, look how fat he is.
To his defense, we've had some really good, huskier wrestlers. Your Rikishi, Yokozuna, Umaga.
No. What they were? No, I'm sorry.
Big Show.
Let me rephrase. They were big, like fat this way to the side. You can't see my arms. His is just a big fat beer gut it's just sagging over his. I can't. I'm not gonna. It's gonna make me angry. But Dave, now I think I know who you're going with in this one, but I don't see how you could take momentum away from. I don't know. It's a hard one to pick, actually.
It is just based because, I was honestly surprised they lost the last one. So it would feel like I would think the Elite would win this one. However, I think the BCC has a lot of, like you said, momentum. And it feels like with Don Callis, they really want to push Konosuke Takashita. That they really want to push him like to be a little bit better, like to have his own single run. So against my own will, can they lose back to back like that? No, they're not losing on a pay-per-view where CM Punk is at. The Elite wins this one. Yeah, I feel like whoever wins, you lose, Timmy.
I lose. No matter what, I lose. Yes, he will.
I was about to ask.
He's going to come to the ring bloody already.
How soon before we see one drop of blood?
And they can mention any minute, another shirt. Yeah, because he's a fat tub of shit. I can't stand him. I don't know how he's a professional wrestler. I really don't.
Because he cuts decent promos. His promos are good.
By the way, I know they're not. He's terrible. He's like, you know why he's terrible, Dave? You know why you don't see it? I see that guy every day on my way to work. I hear that promo every day from someone on the train, in the subway, at McDonald's. I hear that promo every day. I hear that inflection in the voice. I hear that accent every single day. So I don't think he can cut a good promo. I think he's just an angry New Yorker.
Tammy, this means that maybe you should be able to cut a good promo too. Then
that's right. If I just go up there and talk about my day, but change a few things around to fit wrestling, hell yeah, I could cut a good promo. That's all it is, angry New Yorker. But instead of saying the F train fucked me today, you'd be like Moxley. You just substitute F train for Moxley. And that's how it works. But. Yeah, I gotta go with you, Dave. I gotta have to take the Elite on this one. Like you said, I don't see them losing again, especially with Punk back. But I don't know how it's gonna happen.
I mean, they're missing Kenny, and these guys are missing Brian. So that's the only thing that I'm like. I feel like this is gonna go maybe one more.
Yeah,
and like a blood and guts probably.
He'll be bleeding on the way to the ring tonight, Moxley.
Is it just going to be Moxley that bleeds, or are we going to have your boy Eddie Kingston too bleeding?
Oh, Eddie Kingston, he's definitely bleeding tonight. Definitely bleeding tonight. Speaking of bleeding, can we go back one time? The Adam Cole, I know I put it on the on our chat. I don't know if we talked about it, though. Did you see he got a super kick? MJF got a super kick from Cole, and he had a blood capsule in his mouth.
Oh, yeah.
so he pops it, and he has a little bit of blood. He's like, oh, my God, I got the blood. And then Tony Khan, if you're running camera and producing back there, what the fuck are you doing? The camera is right on MJF's face when he takes the thing out of his mouth and then dumps it in between the apron and the ring. Yeah, dude, produce your television show so we don't see that shit. See, I'm cutting a promo right now. I sound like Eddie Kingston. Fucking asshole.
That was bad. It was just as bad as Moxley. How many times have we got Moxley on camera just...
It's like, dude, you know what's coming. You know he's going to do it. And it wasn't like 2 seconds. It was like a full 15 seconds. Well, let's walk up on MGF when he takes that thing out of his mouth and throws it under the ring. Cut away, stupid.
Like, show the fan, show something else.
Yeah, show something. It's like, you got to be kidding me. This is week after week. You're getting caught with this crap. Okay, here we go. Look at this. I'm getting better, Dave. I'm getting better at this. Tony Storm, the world champion, taking on Willow Nightingale. What belt does she have? What belt does she have?
That's a good question. It looks.
I'm trying to read it.
Is that New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong belt?
Oh yeah, New Japan Pro Wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah, she is the. Wow, this is a Strong Women's Champion. Is the title for this New Japan Wrestling belt.
Okay.
So it's a champion versus champion match, except that it's for the AEW Women's Championship, not both.
Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. See, I was going to pick Willow Nightingale, but now that it's for the AEW title, I'm going to go with Tony Storm.
And they're both on AEW. Well, I mean, Willow's also on AEW now, so. But she's both. So it wouldn't be surprising if she won and held both, but yeah, I don't think they're good. Tony just won it, so I'm with you on that one. Tony, I think, takes this one.
Yeah, I don't see them doing that whole two belt thing for the women, I should say, not woman.
It'd be something interesting. They need something.
It's true. That's true too. That's actually the greatest way to. That's the greatest commercial ever for them. We need something. Okay, there we go. Doing my best.
We're halfway there.
Doing my best. Come on. Sometimes I see my fingers get all slippery on this stupid mouse pad. All right. This is interesting to me too. No, I don't know if it's interesting, but the only one I really know. This is how many belts are in this goddamn match? 3?
No, just one. So it is a Fatal 4-Way match for the AEW International Championship, which is the one that Orange Cassidy holds.
He's had that belt for a long time.
He's had it for a minute. He's had it when it was still the All Atlantic Championship.
East Coast down, whatever. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Here we go. Katsuyori Shibata. Daniel Garcia, Zack Sabre Jr. I don't think Cassidy keeps it. He's had it for a long time.
Interesting.
I don't think he keeps it.
So who do you think is coming out on top here?
I don't know. Did I pick the guy without the belt? I don't know. Who are you liking in this one?
I'm between Cassidy and Daniel Garcia, but just because I feel like this is the match where if you're gonna change it and you don't want to hurt Orange Cassidy, this is how you do it. You have your Shibata that takes the pin or whatever, taps out, and you get the belt on Daniel Garcia. And this maybe could be how, since Daniel Garcia is in the Jericho Appreciation Society, this could be how you justify Jericho like leaning more towards Daniel Garcia than Sammy Guevara.
Yeah, I like your thinking. I'm going to go with Daniel Garcia on this one, the guy without the belt. I think it's Cassidy's time to lose.
You know what, Timmy? I'm gonna go with you on that one too. I was gonna go with Cassidy, but I like that if that's what they're doing. We don't know what TK, how many little bumps he's doing before booking these matches.
Yeah, how many bumps? That's always a key factor in AEW previews. How many bumps is he going to do? I think now we're getting down to the nitty gritty here, Dave. I gotta make that a little bigger. I'm just terrible at this. There we go. Your boy Kenny Omega taking on Will Ospreay, like you said. Fucking what's his name is going to be whacking off to this one tonight. This 18.5-star fucking greatest match in the history of matches. This is the one everyone's going to want to see. Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay. I'm pretty sure I know which way you're leaning.
Yeah, and it's for the IWGP, which is New Japan. I'm talking over here to the mic like it works. The IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship, which is the U.S. title for New Japan, which Kenny currently holds.
No, he does. I keep forgetting they still own that shit. They still have Japan and Ring of Honor and who knows what other goddamn belts are in AEW. It's too confusing. It's too confusing. But all right, so who are you liking, man? I gotta see. Are you going heart? Are you going head? Do you honestly feel with both that Kenny's gonna win?
So normally I go with heart, but with this one I'm gonna go head, and I'm gonna say just because Kenny really got over on him in Japan, and Ospreay was a champion there, so he took it away from him. What better way to keep either you want to keep the storyline going or not than Will Ospreay beating Kenny for the belt, taking it back in Canada, where Kenny is from. So I'm going with Ospreay on this one.
You're going with the old not going to win in your hometown thing. You can't win. Yeah. You can't win in your hometown. You can't win on your birthday. You can't do either one of those things in fucking professional wrestling. I am going with Will Ospreay also. Send that belt back to Japan. Let it go.
Yeah,
Kenny Omega has more important things to worry about in this, than that belt. So they're gonna get their trios tag back and all that other stuff. Which I have a question to ask you and Eric one of these days. Well, I'll ask at the end of the show. I'll ask. All right. Next up. Oh, here now that's a name. That's a name right there. We got Bryan Danielson taking on. I'm not even gonna try it. I'm just gonna say Okada. That's all I'm gonna say.
That word. Most people just say Okada.
Kazuchika.
Kazuchika. Okay. Yeah, I never say his first name. I say Okada. I don't even try.
And this has to be one. I bet this is going to be probably the best wrestling match of the night. I'm guessing.
I mean, it should be. Okada's the guy who first had the 6-star match again, and then the 5, and then the 6.25, whatever fucking Meltzer rated it. He's the guy that Kenny has been able to perform the best with. And I mean, we all know that Bryan Danielson is a great worker. So I think this should be what closes the night. It should be this match.
I like Danielson as a heel. I do.
I do too. I think
I even liked him when he was the environmental with the stupid hemp belt and all that other shit.
The hemp belt was funny.
I thought that was funny. So the fact that they sold that at the arenas, you could buy that belt, was even more funny.
And it's crazy because imagine that belt was made out of essentially recyclable garbage.
Yeah.
And it still costs as much as getting like a regular freaking Wing Eagle belt or one of these big W belts. Is the wildest thing.
When I went to WrestleMania, the what's it called? My memory's going, man. The event before the WrestleMania, we meet all the wrestlers.
Access.
Wow, I'm just getting fucking old, Tim. I have to look like a cheat sheet now. Yeah, when I went to Access, they were selling that belt, and that was everyone online was like, "That's how much it costs? It's fucking recyclable. That belt should be like $100 tops. Why is that belt $400?" And I was like, "Because Vince knows what he's doing, and it's like you were still going to buy the goddamn belt."
People are still gonna buy it for the $400.
So he knows what he's doing.
Wait, so sorry, who'd you pick in this
one? That's right. I'm gonna go with. What did we say? We said they're gonna lose. The Combat Club's gonna lose, right? So, but can Okada afford to lose? I got all these Japanese guys. I'm going Okada. I'm going for a bad night for the Black fucking Combat Club. I'm gonna go Okada.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go the same way. Danielson called him out, and Okada's not one that loses a lot. He is their golden boy in Japan, and
that's another reason. They might say you can win every other match, but he ain't losing this one. That kind of thing. So I'm gonna go with Okada to win that one too. So
he's very well protected. That once, I think it took Kenny over a year to finally beat him. unless this match goes to time limit, which I don't.
I wouldn't be shocked. Tony
Now saying it
loves
is
time
like
limits.
now saying it is like it might just go to time limit because it's probably gonna be like a 30-minute time limit match. So I wouldn't be surprised if it went to time limit.
Tony Khan loves fucking time limits matches. Loves it. Loves it. All right, next up, my man MJF, the world champion, taking on Hiroshi Tanahashi for the AEW title. I love it. I love the fact that the title's up for grabs, but this dude ain't winning that belt from him. He might win the match, but he ain't winning that belt.
Yeah, I don't even think he wins the match. I have MJF winning this.
No, I have MJF winning, so you can't have your champion lose.
So it doesn't matter how. Not even like
no.
How? No. He needs to win. I don't care if he wins dirty, but he needs to win this one.
Oh, he's winning dirty. That's I can almost guarantee that.
With all the shit he's talked about New Japan the last like month since the Fatal 4-Way match, that he was like, what was it that he said? Basically none of those guys could like lace his boots.
Mm-hmm.
And that he's just gonna no-show the event because it's not the first event that he's no-showed for Tony Khan. Like, because it's not worth his time. He has to come out on top for these guys to then come out on Wednesday and talk more shit about them.
Of course, yeah, I agree. You can't have your champion losing, not at your pay-per-view. You know, no, there's no way. You got to protect him at least, just like the Preston Dad dude against Brian. Yeah, MJF all the way, no doubt.
And what an irony! How ironic is it that we're ending with this match?
CM Gut.
He looks pretty big on that one.
Yeah,
in the photo, they did a good job there.
Good Photoshop. You don't see his gut though. That's why.
But he looks kind of like cartoonish, no? Like almost like a video game CGI. Looks like he belongs in the Flash.
Looks like a ghost. He looks like he's in the Speed Force. The Speed Force bubble, whatever that thing was called. CM Punk, Satoshi Kojima. This is the Owen Hart tournament also. Is there any way Punk loses this match when he just got back?
Absolutely not. What kind of bothers me about, there's two things that bother me about this men's Owen Hart Cup tournament. Number one is that Adam Cole's not in it after he won the first one. And then I looked at the bracket and I'm like, CM Punk is going to win this whole thing, isn't he? Because like the only people that could possibly beat him are on the other side of the bracket, and it's either Will Hobbs, which I don't think he's going to beat Punk, or Ricky Stark, and I don't think that he's going to beat Punk either. Because then I think Punk would face Samoa Joe in the next round. If he wins this match, which I'm picking him to win, so.
No, I'm picking CM Punk. There's no way he loses. There's just no way.
Yeah, so this is how, just so you know the bracket. So it's Punk and Kojima. Then in that next bracket, he would either face Samoa Joe or Roderick Strong. He's beating either one of those two guys, which then he would go to the final. Then Powerhouse Hobbs fights Dustin Rhodes. I don't think Goldust is getting a push here.
Why is he still wrestling?
Then we have Ricky Starks versus Juice Robinson. Maybe Juice gets the win. Maybe Ricky gets the win. Regardless, none of the guys on this list are going to beat Punk, it feels like.
It's true. That's depressing.
So Punk is going to win this, and he can go back to talking a bunch of smack. Yeah.
I like how he had the fake belt in the Jake the Snake bag, walking around with it. It's like, oh, Maxwell, I'm talking to you, Maxwell. What the fuck? Shut up. You suck.
Like, until someone can beat me for this, it's still mine.
Yeah. No, it isn't really. No. So, fuck off. All right, so that's the entire card for tonight. I'm sure I'm looking forward to the Omega match, I gotta say. I want to see what a fucking 8-star match looks like.
Can't wait to see what Meltzer rates it.
I mean, I haven't seen an 8-star match in a long time, so I'm dying to see.
Well, remember, this is my problem with Dave Meltzer. I think we can all agree. You know, I might sound biased, but even I feel like the boss could agree. Either one of the two, 25 or 26, Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker, that's a 5-star match.
Mm-hmm.
From storytelling to in-ring work to everything, false finishes, that's a 5-star match. Not in Dave Meltzer's world is that a 5-star match. How? It's like a 4.75 or some garbage like that. Neither one of them got it.
I wonder what we have to look that up for the next show. Why he didn't make it a 5? Like, what was the one thing missing? That, I guess, if it was 4.75, that's literally like, oh, it missed one thing. What did it miss? What didn't it give you that didn't make it a 5-star?
I'm pretty sure he has a video on YouTube or some crap they're talking about it, but it just, to me, it doesn't make sense.
That is pretty fucked up. I'm gonna look that up for the next show. I want to look that up. And I want to hear Eric go off too. Eric's gonna be fun going off on that.
Because then, I think the last 5-star match he's given WWE was the Cody and Seth Hell in a Cell, where Cody came out with the torn pec and stuff like that. Good match. Do I think it was better than Shawn and Taker? No. Do I don't think it's a 5-star? No, I think it's a 5-star because it had everything there. But like, then what does the match need to have cow fucking bells or some hardcore stipulation where someone bleeds or is dying for you to give it a 5-star? Like, I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't get that either. Doesn't make any sense. Speaking of stipulation matches, me and Eric have been watching all the old Bash at the Beaches leading up to 2000. So I watched 96 today, and 96 is the birth of the NWO. So everyone's like, oh my God, it's got to be a great pay-per-view, you know? No.
Oh, no
it
way.
was fucking terrible up until the ending. It was terrible. And the one match, I won't do the whole thing because I want Eric, we have to discuss it on the next show. But the one match was John Tenta, a.k.a. Earthquake, Avalanche, the Shark, versus Ray Traylor, a.k.a. Big Bubba, Big Boss Man, the Guardian Angel, in a sock full of pennies or something on a pole match. Yes, a sock. It was a Carson City sock full of silver dollars match.
Wait, this was 96 or 95?
96. Bash at the Beach 96. Because that's the NWO.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to find it.
I watched it. I watched it last night.
Carson Silver Dollar match? Is that the one?
Carson City Silver Dollar match. It's a sock full of silver dollars on a pole.
And then you get it and you can just use it, I'm assuming.
Jimmy Hart, I'll spoil it for anybody because it's 96, so sucks for you. Jimmy Hart climbed it to help Big Bubba, but didn't realize that Bubba was down, and he turned around. John Tenta grabbed it from him and fucking hit Boss Man across the face with it and knocked him out and got the win. But it was called a Carson City Silver Dollar and a sock match. Really?
Well, we also have right after that a taped fist match.
Yeah,
between Diamond Dallas Page and Tim Duggan.
Every match was a gimmick match. Look again, read every match. Every match is a gimmick, except for the first one.
What does ME stand for? The match was broadcast prior to the pay-per-view. Okay, so there was, because I was looking at it, I'm like, wait, there's 14 matches on this damn pay-per-view, but 4 of them were
dark
broadcast
matches,
before the main event. What's the D stand for? A dark match. Okay, so it starts here. Rey Mysterio and Psychosis, because they always fought. It doesn't matter if it was a pay-per-view or Nitro.
But that match was a typical match, but it ended with a fucking Rey Mysterio Frankensteiner off the top rope. Outstanding move. I was actually watching. I went, oh shit! That's the only time I did that yesterday. That end. Now watch every match after this gimmick.
Oh, and they gave him a good amount of time. That was almost the longest match of the night.
And it was good. It was a good match.
Okay, so then we have the Carson City Silver Dollar match, the tape fist match, the double dog collar match. Jesus. Then it was a singles match for the cruiserweight. Oh my God, Umango was deeper in the card.
Yep.
It was a singles match. Then the U.S. title, Flair versus Conan. Then a tag team match, and then obviously the 6-man tag match NWO forming that ended in a no contest. This pay-per-view was
Which, if you know
phenomenal.
the story now, by the way, Hogan wasn't supposed to throw the referee out. They were supposed to get the pin for the win, but Hogan chucked the referee out of the ring, and that's why Scott Hall did the pin.
Yeah, the pin.
But yeah, I'm sitting because I'm thinking because we've been doing all these every week. So I'm thinking, 90. I watched 95. 95 was fucking god awful too. So I'm like, this is the last god awful one. So next, NWO got to be a good one. No. And as soon as I saw the Carson City Silver, and plus they made it sound nice. Carson City Silver Dollar. No, it wasn't. It was a fucking sock on a pole match. That's what it was. Sock on, and you had the two fattest guys trying to climb that pole. Never gonna happen.
Oh my goodness, that is hilarious.
You should watch it if you can, and then come back with me and Eric and laugh at this thing because it was hysterical.
I mean, I like that. Well, I mean, it wasn't that long. It was 8 minutes, but
it was 7.5 minutes too long.
Should have been as long as look how long. So before the matches booked prior, whatever, Eddie Guerrero versus Steven Regal. How long do you think that match lasted?
I watched it. It was I didn't watch that one. Where the hell was I for that match? Eddie Guerrero and Steven. I didn't even see Eddie Guerrero. Did I miss it?
So
was it a dark match?
It says the match was broadcast prior to the pay-per-view on main event. So it was like a pre-show match.
Oh, so I didn't even see that match. Yeah, so no, I didn't even know. How long was that one?
3 minutes and 38 seconds.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yes. And then there was even a 2-minute match that was Bobby Walker versus Billy Kidman.
Kidman starting out.
Look, they even had the tag team. The tag team match the tag team championship match didn't even make it to the main card. It was one of these like Sunday Night Heat cards that it was the Steiner Brothers versus Harlem Heat.
Now that's a pay-per-view match. Instead, you're gonna have the Silver Dollar a fucking sock on a pole match. Are you kidding me?
Mongo has a damn match.
Yes.
Mongo had a match, but that couldn't get moved to the pre-show. No. Let's move the WCW World Tag Team Championship match between the Steiners and Harlem Heat.
And then you had Flair fighting Conan, which Flair thought was beneath him. And he had Woman with him, and he had Elizabeth with him. By the way, Elizabeth looked outstanding in that paper. I was like, wow, she aged real good until obviously she started doing drugs with Lex Luger and then died. But she was looking good in that. I was like, ooh, she's looking good in this one. So that was the highlight of that whole thing. And then, of course, you got the main event, which was, the greatest thing in history of wrestling. Well, one of the greatest things ever. So, but yeah, if you want to watch that disaster and then join us when we talk about it, be my guest because it was really exactly what it sounds like, a disaster. Yeah, I'm like, why is you said the tag match? No, let's not put that on the pay-per-view. let's put Mongo McMichael on the pay-per-view. Let's put sock. People are going for a sock on a pole. Two guys who can't never climb that pole. We're gonna put them on a pole match. It was bad. Man. It was bad. What time is it? The pre-show at 7?
Pre-show 7 and pay-per-view at 8.
All right,
folks, it's gonna end like at 12:52.
Definitely. All right, folks. So we're an hour away from the pre-show, 2 hours from the actual show itself. Forbidden Door, AEW. Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoy it tonight. I'm looking forward to it if the code works. We'll see. I can't wait for the Kenny and the Daniel Bryan. Those are gonna be great matches. Of course, MJF. Those are my guys. My dude.
Eddie Kingston.
I'm pretty pissed off that Adam Cole ain't wrestling now. I hope Eddie Kingston. I'm going to say it. You know what? I won't say that because that's me. that'll come back and haunt me one day if I say it. So I hope he loses. I'll just keep it at that. I hope he uses it. Whoa, Jason's getting racist down here, but it's okay. We'll just say he's from World War II. When you were allowed to say when you were allowed to say Japs on shows. Did you just watch Pearl Harbor today, Jason? You getting all pumped up from Pearl Harbor? So so that's tonight. Listen, my tag partner is working 2 jobs. The dude's out of control. He's doing what he got to do. so it's a little hard for us to get the show together. But when we do, our next show will be the Doink and the Clown Dark Side of the Ring, which we will go over, and we will discuss, like we just said, Bash at the Beach 1996. If Dave, you want to come on, if you have time for whenever we do it, we'll discuss tonight's results, see how we did, and we'll see what kind of shit show it turns into, or maybe it's one of the greatest pay-per-views ever. Maybe Meltzer gives the pay-per-view 37 stars. We don't know what he's going to do.
I'm sure it's already starting at like a plus 7-star pay-per-view.
Oh yeah, because he loves them. Because he loves all those. Is that his guy?
Both. Because imagine, he loved New Japan like back before New Japan was there, and then now AEW. He's loved it. So both of them together, this is going to be his greatest pay-per-view of all time.
Also for Meltzer, it's.
Will go down as the biggest night in the history of this brand sport.
Yep. That's for him. That's for him. That's every night for him. Fuck that guy. I don't know what he's talking about. Jason, it's okay. I'm only messing with you. I think I just don't say. You say. It's all right. But we're all friends now. That's why it's okay. We're all friends.
Almost went an hour without it going that way.
No, I almost said much worse. The Owen Hart thing, I almost said much worse. But I was like, you know what? It was bad enough that me and Anthony were playing the Titanic music the other day when we were doing Unsportsmanlike Conduct for the submarine, which was horrible. It was horrible. Don't get me wrong, it was horrible. But, I like that song.
It's a great song.
So, Dave, any final remarks, final suggestions, final predictions for tonight?
No, hope it's a good pay-per-view. Won't be watching it at Regal this time, but I do suggest, at least if you watch anyone out there, watch one of these pay-per-views at Regal or any theater that shows it just one time. You don't have to do it every time. Just one time, though, and you're going to see how incredible an experience it is to watch it. Just that big-ass screen and just watching it there with the sound system, it's a great experience.
How many people were in the theater when you went? Was it packed?
Do you want me to be serious?
Yeah, be serious.
There was 4 people watching it.
Okay. I was wondering how many people actually came into it. Because for me, I have to go all the way over to Astoria. I know I'm not getting all Florida with you, but it's kind of far. So I'd have to spend like Uber money and then the ticket money. So it's like, is it worth it? Or I just stay home and spend the flat rate of $50?
The train doesn't go over there?
Oh, I could train here, but it'll take 15 trains because this is Queens.
15?
Queens.
Well, I don't know how far Astoria is.
Queens has cemeteries, you see, so we have to go around all those cemeteries. So it's like you got to go here to here to here to here to here to here. It's a pain in the balls.
So you would have to leave like early.
Yeah. It's like a 2-hour train ride just to get. I'd have to go from Queens into another borough back into Queens again, basically to get
to Queens again.
Yeah, it's hard to explain, but that's how it would be. But I mean, I'd like to go watch it when it's $25. I figure my kid will want to go, so right there that's $50. So right there, that's the pay-per-view for sitting in your house.
So,
but I don't mind the experience if it's if it's cool.
No, I'm sorry. So I like I said, it's cool to do it. Like if you're gonna do it once, do it, and then just especially the AEW doesn't do it every month. They do the once every 4 months. So I think it's a good do it like once a year. Now I don't know how that Regal is. I can tell you how the one that shows it down here is that I kind of thought about the last time I went, and I was like, just because I went the first time, I was like, oh, I can probably do this, and then the second time I was like, oh, I can definitely do this. So what you would do is purchase. So the way that the theater's set up, it's 2 sides, right? So to the left is like, I think that theater has like 18 theaters, so like a good like 12 of them are 13 are on this side, and the rest are here. So it's like 5 on this side. AEW, where they show it, is on this side. So you just go, hand in your ticket, and you walk that way, right? So my idea was, why don't I just get a regular ticket that's like $10 or whatever, and make sure that it's on that side where, like, if AEW's theater 15, I'm gonna get 16 or 14, and just walk my way that way. I'm paying half the price now, and boom, there's 4 people there. When I went, there was 4 people both times. There was 4 in the one time, the last one, and then the one before might have been like 5 or 6 people.
See, now we think alike. Let me tell you why we think alike. That movie, you ever heard that movie, The Room? Everyone knows The Room, right?
Yeah,
Basically, the worst movie ever made.
unfortunately.
But you have to watch it because it's so bad it's funny. It's so bad it's good. That's playing Tuesday, and and I have my Regal account. It doesn't count. It's a Fathom event, so they want to charge you $18. Now I checked how many tickets were sold. Barely anybody, but Eddie and Jason are going, and they spent $18 for tickets. I'm like, dude, I'm going to use my Regal free card, buy a ticket to the Flash, and then just walk in and sit next to them. So it says free. It'll be free for me. I ain't spending $18 to see The Room. No fucking way. But Tuesday, I'm going to go buy a ticket to the Flash and walk right into The Room.
So that's what I'm saying. So like for the AEW, if you were to figure out where the theater is, and then if you already know, like, okay, I can just get in, or if you can probably check online because you have to select your seat.
Yeah.
You can see how you should probably do that honestly right now, Tim. See how many people have a ticket to go to see AEW right now.
Let me do it right now. Let's check.
And then
We'll do it
you
live on
already
here.
know. You already know for next time. Just make the day of it. We can do the show really early so you can have enough time to go to Astoria, get your popcorn ready, act like you're gonna go see The Flash or what movie's called Mission Impossible, and just sneak in right in.
I'm doing that Tuesday for the Room. Because when they told me like a month ago, oh, we got our tickets for The Room, I'm like, dude, I ain't spending $18 to see that fucking movie. No
It is
way.
not worth $18.
I mean, no, it's a funny movie and all that stuff, and it's. I'm dying to see it with an actual crowd because it's got to be ridiculous.
So I saw that down here, and what they do down here, I don't know why. It was one of my friends invited me. During like certain parts in the movie, because there's like apparently in the movie there's a framed spoon. Like he has a frame of a picture of a frame of a spoon. So when that shows up every single time, people throw plastic spoons to the screen.
Jesus Christ. 16 tickets are sold. Look how big the theater is.
Yeah, and the that's a big, and the paper, and it starts in an hour.
Yep.
So after an hour, like, because this happened to me where I show up like right before 8. I'm pretty sure your ticket's at 7, right? That it starts at 7.
7.
You cannot purchase a ticket unless you physically go over there to buy a ticket, like online. So after 7, you can be like whatever's there at 6:59. You already know there's 40 seats open, so you just show up, get your ticket for whatever else, hop in to go see Forbidden Door.
That's what I'm doing. Next time I'll say, because I can't do it tonight, but the next time I'm going to do that. I'm going to go see at least once, like you said. Hopefully it'll be MGF versus Adam Cole. Then I'll be like, I'm pumped up for that one to go see that.
Well, the next one is the next one, man, the next one's it's in August. It's All In, the one that's in London. So you're probably gonna have to get up a little bit earlier to go to.
All right, so not the next one. The next one after that. I ain't going to that one. No way. I'm not going that one.
Yeah, you'd have to be there at like 1.
No, but yeah, I'm definitely not going to buy tickets for that. Plus, I don't even mind going a little bit late. You missed the pre-show matches. Who gives a shit?
That's why I show up right before 8, before the actual show starts. I don't care if I'm missing Stu Grayson or Athena. No offense, guys.
I doubt they're going to come in and be like, hey, did you buy a ticket for this? Like, dude, I got Regal Unlimited. Don't fuck with me. Don't mess with me.
Trust me, not at all. No one's ever watched. Well, yours has a little bit more than mine, but the 4 people that go in there, they're like, yeah, we don't care. Just go in there and don't cause a ruckus or don't break anything.
Yeah, exactly. All right, cool. That's what I'm going to do next time. All right, so the clock's ticking. Thank you for watching. Next week, I don't know what day we'll be back, but we will be back, like you said. Bash at the Beach 96, Doink the Clown. And by then we'll have another, who's this week? Oh, Junkyard Dog's this week. So we'll do Junkyard Dog and Doink the Clown next week. But don't forget all the other shows. We have a Yankee show. We have a Mets show. We have on Sports Iconic with all sports shows. We have a bunch of movie stuff. Am I on the air? The new guys finally had a show. Finally. What the hell the name was?
Let Me Talk to You.
Let Me Talk to You. That's what it was called. They just started. They just had their first show. They do a little bit of everything, a little hodgepodge of everything. Go watch them. Skyline of Views, Disney stuff with Ashley. What am I missing? I said Met Show. I said Met Show, Yankee Show. Whatever. Oh, and I said hopefully A to Z will be back soon too. But poor Eric is working 17 jobs and he's farming and doing all this wacky stuff. So hopefully he'll be back next week. If not, we'll figure something out. We'll get it done. I'm sure we can bring in some guests that would like to come on the show with us. Any final remarks, Dave?
No, everyone have a good evening. Hopefully we get to see El Gran Gringo Blanco Jr. soon.
Next show.
Please.
Next show. He'll be there. I guarantee it. He had a booking discretion today.
I mean, I'm sure he's pretty popular today. It's AEW versus New Japan.
He's pretty popular.
Especially since Adam Cole called out, they probably, hey,
that's why he can't
we need you.
That's why he couldn't make the show. So maybe he's on his way there. You don't know. We'll see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Have a good night.